All right, welcome back to part 5 of our crypto trading tutorial for beginners. Today, we are diving into something called volume. You can think of it as the secret ingredient, the fuel that tells you if a market trend has any real power behind it.
So let me ask you this. Have you ever seen a coin's price just suddenly explode? You jump in thinking, this is it, I'm gonna be rich, only to watch it collapse moments later? It is so frustrating. That little trick the market plays on you, that's what we call a fake out.
Well, there's a critical tool that's basically your own personal fake-out detector, and it's been sitting right there at the bottom of your chart this whole time. It's called volume. For a Chartist, and that's just someone who analyzes charts to trade, which is what you're becoming, reading volume is absolutely key to figuring out if a price move is legit.
Now, the best way to get this is with a really simple analogy. Just imagine the price of a crypto as a car. The price going up or down, that's just the car moving. But the volume is the fuel in the tank. And we all know a car isn't going anywhere without gas.
So if you see the price moving up, and at the same time the volume bars down below are really high, what's that telling you? It means our car has a full tank of gas. There's real power, real conviction behind that move.
So who's putting all that fuel in the tank? Well, high volume is usually a sign that the big players are getting involved. We're talking institutions, those big money whales. When they're trading, it confirms the move is strong, it has momentum, and yeah, it is very likely the real deal.
But what about the other side of the coin? What if the price makes a big move, but the volume is super low? Well, our car might be rolling forward, sure, but it's just running on fumes. There is no real power there to keep it going. And that right there is a huge warning sign.
And this is where the real danger is. See, low volume usually means it's just a handful of smaller retail traders pushing the price around, not the big money. This makes the move incredibly weak and unreliable. And more often than not, it's a trap. It's that classic fake out we were talking about, designed to suck you in right before the price completely reverses.
Okay, so that's the theory. Kind of makes sense, right? But let's put it to the test with a real-world example. We're going to look at a classic Bitcoin scenario and see how checking the volume could have saved you from a really bad trade.
So picture this. For weeks and weeks, Bitcoin has been trying to break past $50,000, but it just can't do it. It keeps hitting its head on this invisible ceiling. In the trading world, we call that a strong resistance level. It's a major roadblock. Then, out of nowhere, bam! The price smashes right through that $50,000 ceiling and rockets up to $51,000. I mean, this is it, right? This looks like the huge breakout everyone has been waiting for. The rocket emojis are flying on social media.
But a smart trader, a prudent Chartist, always checks the fuel gauge before hitting the gas. You glance down at the volume bars, and what do you see? During this huge, epic breakout, the volume is tiny. It's way, way below the average. The car is moving, yes, but the fuel tank is blinking on empty.
So here we are, at the moment of truth. You've got these two conflicting signals. The price itself is screaming, buy, buy, buy. But the volume is just whispering, be careful. So, as a prudent Chartist who now understands volume, what do? And this, my friends, is what separates the rookie from the pro. The rookie only sees the price. They get that feeling of FOMO, the fear of missing out, and they jump in and buy, probably right at the top. But the prudent Chartist, that's you now. You see the whole picture. You doubt this move. Why? Because you know there's no gas behind it. You wait, you stay careful, and you avoid what's known as a bull trap. So from now on, I want this to be your new trading mantra. Just always remember that analogy. A price move without strong volume to back it up is just like a car trying to go on a long road trip with an empty tank of gas. It might lurch forward for a second, but it's not going to get very far.
If you need a daily analysis of the market and useful tips about crypto trading, subscribe to Trade Compass and hit the bell. See you in the next part.